friends, how you guys doing? What are we doing today? Today we are attempting another mixed media piece. We will be using the Caliart markers. Now I have here, this is the largest set of markers I have. This is the 100 set Caliart. I've had these since 2019, and since then, with, I would say, not everyday use but frequent use, because I reach for these more than I reach for the others. I've had so far about 3 markers that is dead. My cool gray number 1, mint blue, and the 4 markers, pastel blue, and the dim green. Those are all dead on my color chart. Now I should say Caliart is a marker that does not provide with refills, so I really do love this marker set, but since I have dead markers, I will have to purchase the entire set if I want to replace those markers that are dead. Having said that, it is mixed media, and I'll also be using the Crayola color pencils. I put them in here. So I have a 50 set plus the, let me flip this over without hitting you guys, the Color of the World set. I also have the 12 set of watercolor pencils. So I will be using the Crayola color pencils along with the Caliart to color this, another mixed media piece. Now that you know what I'm doing, let me quit my blabbering and get into this. Okay, so what are we doing here? First of all, I initially wanted to use my Copics, but my Copic collection does not have the type of colors I'm looking for. So I kind of switched to the Caliart, and these Caliarts, like I said, I've had them for at least since 2019, for at least 5 years. And you know, they're really good markers. They're the bullet chisel nib version, and if you notice, I'm using mostly the chisel nib, and I'm showing you guys the colors that I'm using just in the event you guys have the Caliart collection. You can follow along and use the same colors I'm using. I like using the chisel nib because I don't know, for me the chisel nib just color better and blends better when it comes to markers. I only use the bullet nib when I need to go in those fine areas where my chisel nib will not allow me to go. And I'm using 3 different types of green here because I really want to show that interest of, it's not one big plane, you know, it actually regress in the background. And I wanted to show that. I'm thinking I accomplished it. Maybe I did not. And then I'm using some more brighter green. I would say more redder greens. I use kind of blue green, gray green for the grass, and then I try to use maybe some brighter greens, yellow greens for the trees, because I really want to show that separation between the two. And I think I kind of mixed up the greens a bit in my mixed media attempt, and I'm just literally showing you guys the colors that I'm using because I think it's important for you guys to know what I'm doing. And if you guys want to follow along, and also for me to remember that if I want to attempt this again, what colors I'm using. So I'm also using this for some form of record keeping with these Caliarts. I actually do love these markers, but for right now, for this snow by, I'm telling myself that I'm gonna use what I have. When I saw those 4 colors draw, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't use the Caliart, because if I use the Caliart and more markers become dry out, it will I am not gonna have them again. But really and truly, guys, you really do need to use your markers. I noticed a few of my Copics are dried out and I barely use those. Mostly I have a few, like literally a very few of the sketch markers, and some of those are dried out and I barely use those. So I have to think it's, a lot of people said it's the way the marker barrel is made. Sometimes they have minute leakage, I don't know, but I barely use them and they're all dried out. So that's where I am at. Right now I'm using the gray for the cat. I don't really do any color selection when I do my when I color my drawings, it's like whatever color I feel like using at that time is the color I'm using. I know a lot of artists do thumbnailing and they actually do color the thumbnails to see if the colors matches. I don't know if it match until I put it down in the art piece. And many times that's what ruins my art because I color it with the wrong color combination. And I never learn, never ever learn thumbnails. You need to thumbnail. But this has been very interesting. I'm going in there now with the Crayola. I'm using the green. I wanted the trees to have some form of texture, so that's what I'm doing. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I might add some texture to the trunks of the trees, just because it looks kind of weird to me. It looks weird to me. And I'm also doing some stripes on that cat because, again, you know, I want it to be able to use the color pencil to add dimensions. I'm not doing much with the gray cat for that color pencil piece, and I'm not sure if I filmed coloring the grass because I did color the grass areas with the color pencil. I'm hoping I showed you guys that. Yes, I did show you guys that. So the green pencil in my hand. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. Let me wrap this up and I'll see you in the end. Okay, I am done with my mixed media piece. I kind of forgot a section, so I'm just seeing if I could use some cerulean blue on the end here just to kind of knock it out a bit with the Crayolas. I have actually been enjoying using these Crayola color pencils. I know that a lot of people like to consider it their cheap brand in more developed countries, but here in my country, it is not the cheap brand. It's the moderate to the expensive brand. So, but I have been enjoying using these a lot. I didn't feel like putting any stripes on the gray cat, so I didn't. A lot of times when honestly guys, I really need to talk about this, and maybe I'll do it in another video, or maybe I'll do it in this video. But we need to talk about my color selection and how I choose colors, because it's not really I don't really thumbnail. Anyway, let me know what you think of this in the comments below. I do read your comments. I do respond to your comments. And I want to know what you think of my mixed media attempt again in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.